What's up, guys? This is Sean, aka High Roller 1969. I want to show you guys today that you are a winner. You can have anything that you want to have. So guys, let me ask you this question. What would happen if you started chasing your dreams? What if everything that you wanted in life, you actually got off your ass and went after? You are a winner. You see, we're all creators. Everything in life is brought to us with a simple thought. Now, some of you may say, oh, well, that's true. Some of you may disagree with that, whatever. But without thought, how would anything ever happen? Without thought, how would you wake up in the morning? Without thought, why would you eat breakfast? Why would you eat lunch? Why would you eat dinner? Why would you get hungry? Without thought, nothing at all can be achieved. So therefore, we already know it. We are all already taught that we have to think. And when we think, that's when we start to do. So why can't we think and do with our dreams? Why is it that you sit there and let your world or your opinion or other people's opinion define who you are? It doesn't need to be that way. You see, the badass thing about it is that it can be changed. And now we have the power to change it, and that's the badass thing about it. So if you're sitting there and you are focused on all your debt, you're focused on the woe is me, you're focused on all the things that are going wrong in life, all you're going to be doing is bringing about more and more of those bad things into your life, because that's your thought. That's what you are creating. Now, like I said, I mean, if you're feeling hungry, you got to think, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to change this situation. I'm going to go get some food. There's your thought, put into action. Reality. Like, what is their reality? Okay? The truth of the matter is that reality is anything that you want it to be. We can have, do, and be anything that we want. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it happens overnight, but you know what? It doesn't matter. The point is to never give up on it. Are you gonna, let's say you're hungry, are you gonna give up and say, oh, I don't have any, any food in my refrigerator? No, you're gonna get your ass up, you're gonna go to the store and go get some freaking food, because that's what we do. So why can't you put that action into your reality of your dreams? It's so simple. See, just because you didn't have any food in your refrigerator, you still got your ass up and you still went to the store to go get some food. So therefore, you knew the answer. And you didn't let it stand in your way. It was a definite thing. So therefore, why can't you just put that reality into your life with your dreams and achieve everything that you want to achieve? I know that I myself, right now my current situation is I'm not a millionaire, but I will be a millionaire. I had an experience with a medium who said by the time I'm 36 years old, every single dream that I have is going to be achieved. And she said I'm a very, very big dreamer. However, she had asked me what are one of my dreams. I told her, well, I'd like to own a big yacht and a Ferrari and a big house and everything. She had the balls to tell me that she doesn't see me owning a yacht. But she didn't say anything about the Ferrari or anything. But you know what? I really don't care, because I'm not going to let her define who I am. I know and I believe to myself that I will own a yacht, or at least a very big ass cool boat that is like fun as hell. I know that I will own a Ferrari. You know, I was on Craigslist the other day looking up Ferraris. I found a Ferrari for $30,000. That's not unreal. That's not unrealistic, you know. And I may not be able to completely say, well, right now I'm going to go out and buy a Ferrari because I have a lot of other projects and priorities right now, but $30,000 ain't really much for a Ferrari, and yeah, I could afford that. That's not a problem. A Ferrari is a Ferrari, whether if it's used or brand new. I mean, a 458 Italia is a 458 Italia. It doesn't matter, if I get it from the dealership or if I get it from Craigslist or whatever. But anyways, back to the point over here about giving up. I want to tell you guys two stories. One of the stories is a fantastic story, and then the other story is like it's very inspirational. So, a man one day decides that he wants to go looking for gold. And he decides that this is his dream, and when he finds the gold, he's going to be very, very wealthy, and his life is going to change, and everything's going to be great for him. So the man goes out, he takes out a small loan, he buys a whole bunch of mining equipment for gold. So the man, he goes into like a little town or whatever, and he just starts digging and digging and digging and digging. He's trying to find his gold. He hits a few spots here and there, a few veins here and there, just to, keep the loan paid and, feed his family or whatever. But he's not making what he wanted to make. So he just keeps plugging away at it, digging and digging and digging. Finally, he decides, you know what? I'm not getting rich. I'm not striking gold. So he decides that, it's time for him to put it up, and, he pretty much gave up. So he goes ahead and he sells off his equipment just enough just to break even to pay off the loan. And he sells it to another guy who's a big dreamer, who doesn't give up. So he decides, this guy, his whole entire life, he's been a dreamer, and he just knew that he was going to be very, very successful in life. He didn't care how, he just knew it. So he decided to give this little gold digging thing a little bit of, of a challenge. So he goes out with his newfound equipment, he starts digging, he digs 3 feet into a mountain, and bam, he hits the most biggest freaking vein of gold ever known to man. And he becomes a very, very wealthy man. He lives his life happily ever after. Now, my point of the story is that the man who gave up was only 3 feet away from his dreams. He was only 3 feet away from gold. 3 feet from everything that he could have ever imagined could have been a reality for him. But he gave up just 3 feet short of his dream. So my point is don't give up. You gotta stay focused on it. Now, that story is like so badass because it's so true. Like, just as like your surface is just getting like ready to break, your dreams are ready to be answered, your prayers are ready to be answered, and then you give up. And you're right there, like you're so close. Don't give up. Now, that is a great story, but however, I do have another story that's a good story too. This boy, I caught this story in, actually I caught both the stories in the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But this other story over here was a very good one too, where this boy, he was deaf. He was born without a nerve in his ear that ran from his ear to his brain. But his whole entire life, him and his family believed that one day he will hear. And that was his reality. He says, I'm deaf right now, but it doesn't matter because that's not me. He was born deaf without anything being there. So him and his whole entire family, they sat there and they just told him, you're going to hear one day. You're going to hear, you're going to hear. He was able to hear a little bit of stuff through bone. Meaning his bones were able to pick up some vibrations. If you went up to him and, talked into his neck, or if you talk into, you scream like really loudly, he was able to pick up vibrations and somewhat understand. But anyways, so one day he's sitting there and he's tried a whole bunch of different types of hearing aids and all the stuff, but he never gave up hope. He just kept on focusing that he will hear, he will hear, he will hear. And he knew that he was going to hear, and he knew that he was going to take this idea of hearing, and he knew that he was just somehow going to change the world with it. So finally one day, this company sent him for free, just to try it, a hearing aid. Kid puts the hearing aid in, and son of a bitch, it worked. Now how did it work? Like, how could this ever be? It's because his body did the impossible. He gave his thoughts to God. He gave his thoughts to himself of his reality. And he just knew inside within that he will hear one day. And his body played bridge builder. And his body built a nerve that went from his eardrum or whatever to his brain. And it worked. And he was finally able to hear. It was with the hearing aid, but still, he was finally able to hear. He was able to hear his parents speak to him for the first time ever. He was so excited. So my point is, yet again, believe in yourself. Even if it's so fucking unrealistic. just believe in yourself. Like, you've got to believe in yourself, you know? And I take this whole entire thing and I put it in my life and I put it in my business of believing in myself and not giving up and focusing on the dreams, okay? One of the other things I want to say too is make sure to take all of the negative people that are in your life and just push them out. They don't need to be there. Don't let people define you. Don't hang out with losers. Don't hang out with scumbags, because you are who you hang out with. So I didn't know too many successful people. So I said, you know what, that's okay. I don't need to know successful people. I just pushed the bad ones out of my life because they were holding me back. And now that they're not holding me back anymore, now it's like my dreams are coming true. And it's like absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how. But I don't give a shit how. The how doesn't matter. I just knew that these changes in my life were going to happen. And they started to happen. And one of the things I wanted to say is, like, you know, the law of attraction is like so powerful. My wife and I, you know, my wife, she's been fantastic. Like, she's been using it too, and she's been so positive. You know, you got to stay positive, guys. You can't let up off the positivity. We go through our whole entire life being negative, and your life's not going to change unless you start to make the change for yourself. I mean, like, right now, I'm on my lunch break, so I decided to make this video over here, you know, and I'm doing some other little projects today, but, you know, right now I'm sitting on a beautiful deck at my pool that even just like a month ago, I never thought that I would have this, just like less than a month ago. Here, I'll show you guys the deck. It's really badass. I've been working on this thing for like 4 or 5 days, and I've had a lot of really good help from my wife's father. God bless him. He's such a good man. And my mother pitched in on things, and, you know, let me just show you guys here what we're working with. So I got this big badass 2-story beautiful deck here. I gotta get in there and clean up the pool because of these stupid trees in the back over here. But anyways, all right, it's a badass deck, and this is just like half of it. I'm sitting on the other side of it right now. These chairs are gonna go, and we gotta furnish it. No big deal. But anyways, my point is that all that I said was, well, I'd like to have my pool opened up. And my wife said, I want a new deck. And then my mother said, I want a new deck. And they focused on this, like, deck thing, you know what I mean? And next thing I know, my wife tore down the deck by herself, the old one that we had here. So I said, well, hell, you know what, we gotta build a new one here. I didn't know how to build. I'm not a builder, you know? Like, I could build you the Eiffel Tower out of scrap steel. You know, I could make you anything that you want. Like, if you came to me with a problem, I could find a solution and, you know, figure it out. But as for swinging hammers and screwing things together and, you know, building a wood structure, that's a whole other ball game, man. Like, it's not like working with steel. And that's what I'm used to. I'm used to working with steel and stuff. But now I'm on this deck over here, and I'm just realizing this right now in this video. How the hell did it get here? Well, they visioned it. It was their vision. And they went after the goal. Now, financially at the time, I couldn't afford to do this deck. But you know what? The money came about. It just came about. And, you know, it's here. It's here. Next thing I know, I'm building a deck for like 4 days straight with my father-in-law. And I thought that was just like, I'm like so thankful. Like, I'm so blessed. It's like, I don't even care how it happens. I just know that it happened. You know, was it God? Was it the universe? Was it this? Was it that? It was a thought turned into a reality. And that's what you have to do, guys. You got to focus on your reality. You got to focus on your dreams, because your dreams are realities. You know, like right now, you may not have a lot of money. Right now, you may be in a rut. Right now, your electricity may be turned off. Your cable may be off. You may be living in a car. Like, I know a guy who's living in a car right now. A little freaking Ford Escort. And, you know, you defy who you are by your thoughts. Don't, you know, it's like I tell people all the time, be very, very thankful for what you have in life. And what you think about, you bring about. And what you're thankful for, you'll bring more of that in. So, you know, don't let society or even yourself define who you are. It doesn't matter who you are now. All that matters is if you've envisioned yourself a certain type of person, if you envision yourself living a certain type of life, you will live it. It will happen. Don't matter how. And matter of fact, if you want to really do a really good exercise, take out a pen and paper and write it down. Exactly how you want your life to be in every single aspect. How you want your health. How you want your financial state. What kind of vehicle you want to drive. Write it out the way that you want it and read it 2 times a day. Once in the morning and once before you go to bed. And read it out loud. All right, and there's a science to this as to how this really works and why it really works. But there actually is a true science to it. You're tricking your mind. You're retraining your brain. If you're unhappy and if you're living with if you're living with depression or fear or whatever your situation is, then you need to stop for a second. You need to rethink your life through. And you got to say to yourself, I'm not that person. You need to think about the person that you want to be. Don't sit there, and focus on what you don't want. Knowing what you don't want is a good thing, Like you can say, oh, you know what, I don't want to be depressed. Okay, fine, you know what? Then think yourself happy. Think about happiness. Oh, I don't want to be sick. You know what, that's great, but think and feel good. Lie to yourself. Say to yourself, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm strong, I'm Sean. Just constantly think about that. I lost 135 pounds. I feel great. This shirt right here is a 1X. A 1X, I can't believe it. I'm wearing a shirt that cost $4.99, brand new. Holy shit, 3 months ago, actually, 5 months ago, there's no way in hell I would have ever fit in a 1XL. I was a 4X. And now here I am, rocking. Oh, hello, butterfly. Oh, where'd he go? Anyways, now here I am rocking an extra large, and I'm actually comfortable on it. So my point is, guys, really is don't let anything define who the fuck you are. You define who you are. If you're broke, you're tired, and you're unhealthy, change that shit. You can. And I believe you can, because we are fucking awesome. We are all awesome. Human beings are so badass. We're like the coolest fucking creation God has ever created. I mean, besides the sky, the sky is beautiful today. It's such a gorgeous day out here. I love this. But I'll just give you a little hint. God created us to be this magnificent beast. And I'll explain that. It's we come with a self-healing system, okay? If we get a cut, our body heals itself. When we get sick, our body builds up enough white blood cells and antibodies to heal ourselves. So a cut or heal ourselves of this or that, then why can't we heal ourselves mentally, spiritually, physically? Well, we do physically, but why can't we just go after our dreams? And the reality is that we can. You see, society and this thought of who we are, okay, it's not current realities. And what I mean by that is, don't let society define you. Why are you broke? Why are you living the life that you are living right now? Well, it's because it's what you're accepted. Don't accept it. Now, be thankful for life. Be thankful for everything that you have, yes. But don't always be satisfied. And that's the thing. That's the difference that you need to realize, is that it's quite okay to feel dissatisfied in things. That's okay. Because when you're dissatisfied, that's when you goal set. That's when you start going after the things that you really, really want. I gotta stop swinging looking at the camera. It's getting me a little nauseous. But anyways, so that's just something just to really, really think about. And how are you going to change your life today? By daydreaming. This is the answer. Daydream. Don't worry how you're going to do it. The answer will come. And like I said, write it down. Write it down and read it to yourself 2 times a day, exactly how you want to see your life in every single aspect, in every area. And it will come true. It's so simple. I'm giving you guys the answer to success. The most successful people in the world know this. And it's not going to happen overnight, but just be patient and don't give up. Don't be that guy 3 feet from gold. Just keep on plugging away at it. And just keep your faith. Also, believe in God. That's all I got to say. Believe in God. Believe in something that's greater than yourself. Believe in the universe. Believe in whatever you want to believe in. But I myself, I believe in God, and you know, I know God has helped me out a lot. So, you know, guys, just something to think about. And I just wanted to plug this little video to you guys, and I really want to see you guys, my subscribers. I really want to see you guys happy, and I want to see you healthy, and I want to see you guys successful. And I know that you guys subscribe to my channel here. You guys subscribe for a reason, and it's because something greater is going to come about in your life. Trust me. Believe in it. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. So anyways, I'm out. I gotta go back to work. Lunchtime is over. So later on I will be dipping in the pool. Yeah, that shit's calling my name. So anyways, guys, God bless, and stay up, stay positive, and don't let anybody hold you back. Let go of the people that are holding you down. Remember, like, this one thing, one more other thing I just want to say before I end my video here, is people come in and out of your life for a reason. If they are trying to leave your life, or if you feel that they need to leave your life, then let them go. Because people come in and out of your life at the perfect time. And right now, we are all exactly where we need to be. We may not be satisfied with it, but that's okay. We are exactly where we need to be in life. So just take that into consideration. So anyways, guys, please make sure to like this video, share, subscribe it, tell your friends, whatever. I want to get as many subscribers as possible, because I like passing on positive news, and you know, I try to keep my videos on a more positive note. So that way you guys could be successful, I could be successful, and everybody could be happy, and it's one big circle of dreams. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace.